A few thoughts now on the Obama-Clinton push to bring more refugees into this country and the rising backlash against those who would simply leave our borders open to whomever wants to enter our country. But the state of Texas says it's had enough. Texas today announcing it will withdraw from the federal government's refugee resettlement program. Governor Greg Abbott today said the resettlement program, as he put it, is riddled with serious problems that pose a threat to our nation, end quote. The governor then slammed the federal government, saying it, quote, lacks the capability or the will to distinguish the dangerous from the harmless. The Texas governor's announcement came hours after State Department spokesman John Kirby admitted that the refugee program could be exploited by radical Islamist terrorists.
I wouldn't debate the fact that there's the potential for ISIS terrorists to try to insert themselves, and we've seen that in some of the refugee camps in Jordan and in Turkey, where they're trying to insert themselves into the population.
The State Department spokesman, not the first official, of course, to acknowledge the potential threat to America. FBI Director James Comey last August warned of gaps in screening refugees, saying we can't vet them as we should. The Director of National Intelligence, James Clapper, a month after that, more than a year ago, said he wouldn't put it past the Islamic State to infiltrate refugee flows, saying it was a, quote, huge concern. In Europe, border officials there for more than the past year have warned that radical Islamist terrorists, Islamic State terrorists, are already masquerading as refugees, already entering Europe with the masses of refugees. Yet President Obama is now calling for a 30% increase in the number of refugees to be allowed into this country, 110,000 refugees over the coming fiscal year, 40,000 of which are from the Near East and South Asia, which of course includes Syria. Mrs. Clinton, meanwhile, calling for a 550% increase in Syrian refugees. Only Trump is making any kind of sense on the issue of border security and the entry of both refugees and illegal immigrants into our country. We have no idea who they are, no idea where they are within our country. We have permitted Obama and Clinton to invite disaster, and they are planning to raise the scale of that potential disaster, and doing so without your voice being heard, your vote being cast or counted. Of course, you do have it in your power to change all of that by voting for Donald Trump on November 8th. Otherwise, if you think about it, your vote, well, it won't really change a thing, will it? It's in our power, and that's a good thing.